welcome to 108 Gates. We're doing Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine reading. A sure thing going on right now. The energies seem really intense. They may be more apparent in the physical realm. They may be more apparent in your bodily 3D spaces and places. If that's so, let us know in the comments. So definitely utilize the playlist, the tuning fork playlist for some of these, because some of the sound therapies that are intended with those can help you move some of these energies along. So that link will be in the box below. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. So renewal. There's certain aspect of certain things are shifting, and as we're feeling that shift, it's for some it may be more physical and so like where the cellular memory has had energies locked in, maybe shifting, and then you're going to be able to feel that. You're going to be able to feel certain things creaking, or you feel like you've got a knot in something, or you feel like you're easily straining certain parts of your body. And as that's happening, it's going to be releasing certain things. So taking that time to breathe into it, taking that time to even like I said, the tuning forks, they can sometimes work with those kind of things. It provides some kind of counterbalance to the energy that's going through. So the Divine Masculine, feeling like there's renewal as there's going through. This is part of the renewal process, and the strength is feeling as though, although it's painful and hurts at some point, you can feel that the strength is growing at the backside of it. So if you think about if someone goes to the gym, or if they're doing something like changing the habits of eating and things like that, the actual first initial part of it might be difficult. It might be difficult to actually do it. It might be difficult to resist certain things, or to do more. So like if you do more exercise, it might be difficult to do that. If you're resisting certain foods that are not great for you, it might be difficult to do that. But then you're feeling the strength building. You're feeling the ability to kind of grasp some control over it. So this is as if you're investing in yourself. This is showing that you are willing and able to do what you need to do to improve your ability to do things, to improve your connection with yourself, to improve your overall well-being. On so many levels, this is just quite something else. So death is there, bringing in a close to certain patterns, bringing in a close to certain ways of seeing yourself, certain ways of treating yourself. Again, like I said it before, the benefit of this is going to be quite apparent now. It might be that you're feeling it more so. It's finding a way now in your mind, in your heart, in your emotions to get over that difficult point. So you get to the point where you're winning. You get to the point where this is working for you, and you get to the point where this is going to be easier for you to do as you keep going, keep going, keep going. So I said it before, I'm doing the 40-day challenge, and that is in the community space, so you can see that in the posts. Today is day 3. I have the post ready, and I will put it up after I put this up, or around this time. So check that out too, and be more than welcome to join me and let me know in the comments below, or in the comments of those posts, what you're working on, if you are working on anything, or if you choose. You can always start at any point. You can start your 40 days now. It doesn't mean it has to be at that time, but just making sure that you keep account of, this is the time I've started, so I need to do the full 40 days. It is going to have a 20-day check-in, just so at the 20-day mark we can have a check-in and see where we're going, how we're feeling, and see what that lovely stuff is bringing in. So 5 of Cups, the Chariot. What this feels like is there's certain things that you felt like you were left out of in the past. You were feeling as though it wasn't in your favour, it wasn't working out to your favour, but you may have been holding on to it, as in you needed to reclaim it. You really needed to understand why don't they like me? Why isn't this working? Why that? This is letting go of. It feels like even though it's not upside down, it does feel like you're letting go of it. You're kind of walking away from it. when you've had people walk away from you, or situations that are not working in your favour, and you've kind of stuck it out, you're walking away from that, you're letting those kind of things go, hence the death over this side too, bringing in organic closure, bringing in organic ending to things. So there's some things, as I said, closure, it felt like you were looking for the closure, when in reality, some of those things, the closure is you just saying, that's it, I'm done, and it's closed. I'm no longer putting time, energy, effort, attention onto this. Therefore, it automatically is just shut, done, null and void. It's all done. It's completed. It's brought to a conclusion organically. The power in that is going to be something else. So this came in on its side. The King of Cups. Sorry, no, it's not. It's the King of Wands. Clearly is the King of Wands. Feeling as though he's moving in a direction which he doesn't quite fully understand, but at the same time going there. It's about that process of like not looking back. So there are some things that even though you're walking away from, there may be a few hesitations of where am I going, am I sure I've got to let go of these. And also that when you do let go of them, that there's going to be that initial tug and pull on you, initial tug and pull on the emotions or the memories and things like that. Those are inevitable and quite natural to be happening. And then interestingly, you do get the upside down part now, that you're not going to let this bother you anymore, you're not going to let this hold you back anymore or down. So you've got the Five of Swords, the conflict, you're just letting it go. Where you've been feeling left out, where you've been feeling misunderstood or undervalued, all of those kind of things, you're just leaving it alone, you're letting it go, you're letting it kind of be what it needs to be somewhere else. And therefore that allows the King of Wands to move forward, renewal, bringing in new steps, bringing in new ways of seeing things, bringing in a new way of conducting self. Interesting. So as you're doing that, you're literally, it looks like it's a weird reading, but it's quite encouraging actually, because those three cups that are usually knocked over, you're accepting that, you know what, I don't need these cups anymore, I'm not holding on to it, I'm not going to keep this conflict in my heart, in my mind, in my emotions. So as you're doing that, that's bringing in clarity over here in your emotional space, bringing in clarity of where you can focus. There's a cleansing sensation. It literally feels as though there's a cleansing happening, a cleansing going on, a purifying of the emotions. I think I did that for day number 2. You can work on what you're working on. I'm just being transparent with what I'm working on and how I'm trying to do it differently this year. But there's I think it was day 2, purity of thoughts, cleansing of thoughts. And then today's post fits in beautifully with that too, because then as you do that, you can feel the cleansing, the purifying, things start blossoming and blooming as a result. So death literally brought to your knees, literally brought down with the Ten of Swords like that. It's like there's no need to be going through such detrimental kind of things. So again, that sensation and that notion of don't get to crisis point before you start making changes for yourself. Don't get to the crisis point before you think, oh, I need to do something about this. Recognise those signs sooner. Recognise that something's off, something's not correct, something's not fitting quite right before you get to crisis point. It feels really, really important. And then looking up to, again, what you're going to be leaving behind, what you're definitely not going to be missing once you've let go of it, and then understanding the value of this letting go. Again, 5 of Cups. You're going to have a lot of emotional turmoil around this possibly. That is without saying it's going to be like the kind of things that are being shifted, the kind of things that are being uprooted and brought out into the open and brought into the light and brought into the consciousness from the subconsciousness to be processed, to be dealt with, to be escorted out of the field, so to speak. It's not going to be just a light fluffy kind of, oh yes, so and so made a mistake and that's it. It's some deep stuff. It's some really, really deep stuff. And I was talking to someone about this today, and it was the thing that was relevant to this now. It's about how do we normalise certain bad behaviours? How do we normalise certain things that we shouldn't be normalising? We normalise certain people hurting us in a certain way because of that defence mechanism, of that that way of we try and tell ourselves it's okay, because at the time we didn't know what to do. At the time we may not have had the resources to be doing something different. Now it doesn't feel like it's the same way. We've come to a different point within self. We've come to a different point with our resources. So we have more and more options coming up to give us what we need and what we want. Queen of Pentacles. Look to that. Look, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Literally, the resources will come in when you allow your heart to actually ask for them. The way in which they come to you is going to be easier than you think. It doesn't have to be difficult. We don't have to get onto our knees in the crisis point before we're able to let go of things. Letting go of those Three of Cups. Letting go of the Three of Cups. Walking away. Set yourself free. So I'm going to bring this to a close there. I didn't do the tuning forks today just because it just feels like there's so much moving around at the moment. For those of you who do want to utilise the tuning forks, you do have the tuning fork playlist, which is in the link below here in the box below, and also I am sourcing some more things to expand that current playlist into something greater and brighter and bigger. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, please do subscribe and hit that bell so when you get uploads you'll be notified of them. And so for now, peace and love.